How many hours you got? Well, in the game? In this game? A lot. Sorry guys, one sec. This is just... Why? Why did it crash? And why didn't it just reconnect automatically? It even says stream health is excellent. What is going on? Okay, I'm gonna have to look into this more later. Okay, so in the game, to answer your question, I have 630 hours in it. It went well, thanks. Absolutely manic, so now I'm being lazy bones. Well, that's great though, B. That's great. You know, it always is manic, isn't it? It's good that you've got time to just sit down and be lazy bones. Oh, B, how much of the stream have you seen? Like, did you see the compacted coal factory at the start of stream? Am I going the right direction? No, I'm not. Should be going in this direction. Missed the start, you were snoozing? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Axolotl, how many hours have you got in the game? It would be, I will go back to the compacted coal factory to show you shortly. So this is going to be where we make our TurboFuel. 460, oh nice! Nice. Yeah, compacted coal, heavy oil and residue. So we need 2 stations, 1 for each input. I'm going to have the inputs go along the outside and then the output of TurboFuel go along the inside. And it's 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 per side. 16 times 30. 480 per side. So 2 pipes. Boom. And then 480 times 2 gives us 960, which would be some absurd number of TurboFuel generators. It's fabulous. Okay. Do I want to bring these further in? No, I'm going to make this look really cool. That's right. That's why I spaced them like that. That's right. And we could feed these from underneath, which would look even better. I'll feed these from underneath. Oh, game. I really need the hopper pack. Okay, you there. I sincerely love that they listened to the community and brought in the zoop function. I do wish it went further than 10 though. One of the nice things about Satisfactory is how almost all the resources are unlimited, so you don't have to worry about wasting things. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. The nodes themselves are limited in number, but the amount of resources you can get from the nodes is functionally unlimited, which is great. So you can just set something up, start it running, and walk away. It's brill. Always thought the hover pack should unlock earlier. It really should. I need it, but we're a long way off from that, I think. Okay, I think straight there. Yes, straight there. This way, I can put the stations for both materials underneath this place and send the materials up, which I think will be not there, which I think would be pretty cool. In line? That's in line. Good. There. Okay, the stream has started again on YouTube. That's good. Maybe there's an issue on YouTube's end, because it's only been happening recently. But, I don't know. It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I had hoped that by reducing my upload, my kilobits upload from the 22,000 it was down to 6,000 or 8,000, I had hoped that would make the stream more stable. I thought maybe the issue's on my end. But I don't think it is. At least Twitch has stopped stuttering. Yeah. Now that I've got it down at 8,000 kilobytes, Twitch is smooth as. Twitch is much better off now. So let's go with these ones. So I think at the very least that solves the Twitch instability problem. Now I've just got to figure out the YouTube instability problem. Because there are other services out there that do the same thing Restream does, where you send them your one upload signal and it splits it into two. But Restream is the only one that operates open source and for free. Like, you can pay them for additional services, but I don't need any of their additional services, and none of those would improve the stability. Unless, and there's the cynical side of me talking, unless Restream run perfectly for your first 6 months without issue, and then after that they just start introducing little issues. And it's like, oh hey look, it's probably just instability, but this paid package, which you could pay for, that will stop the issues. But I think I'm probably just being cynical about that. This is good, it's good. So set these up, then we'll set up the stations. And then we'll nip back to the refinery. If I really rush, might be able to get this build finished tonight, maybe. There's not been too much dawdling tonight. Mostly been pretty on the ball. Because I already had a plan of what I wanted to do, which has helped a lot. There. Nope. I would use the blueprint maker to make this stuff, but I don't really know how I want it to be laid out until I try it. So the blueprint machines are almost useless to me, which is a shame. Oh, don't jump off. I've used them for a few of the machines around the place when I've been absolutely certain of how I wanted it done. But for this, I really need to do it piece by piece to figure out how I want it to look. Nothing like some 2:30 AM instant noodles. Ooh, what kind? What kind? They're like, you know, Maggi 2-minute noodles? Are they Indomie? What are they? Are they ramyun? I love me some noodles. much coal is this actually going to need? 37 put... no. 30. So these can just be marked 3s then. Which should let you select a few options and copy paste them. Yeah, exactly. Just make it like Factorio. That's all I want. The blueprint maker is fine, but it's so unnecessary. But the devs have specifically said they don't want people having that power. They want you to do things manually like this because the whole point is setting stuff up to be automated. And that makes no sense to me. If the whole point is automation, like the rest of the game pushes you to automate everything. So having a robust blueprint system, that's automating. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Plus, they already have in the game a way of selecting things. Like, boom, done. Let me copy those. Done. Anyway. Boop. One of the nice things about that Alchemy Factory game I mentioned the other day is it's pretty good blueprint system. Good. That game looks so complex. I feel it needs a blueprint system. And like, a good blueprint system. One of the nice things, I was going to play it today, but my brain didn't want to handle it. That's fair enough. When did you start your world? This world? Oh, that's a good question. Hang on, let me have a look. The VODs for this entire series are on YouTube. On, boop, that YouTube channel. When did I start it? Satisfactory. So the first episode I streamed in May of 2025. Not been streaming consistently. Spending a lot of time each stream just yapping as well. So, you know, not getting as much done as I could. There's no secondary thing with this. Your world's coming up on 3 years old. Nice. Nice. I don't know that this one's going to last 3 years. I think I'm starting to accelerate what gets built and when as I get things done. Love a good yap sesh, we sure do. But we'll see. I guess it depends on how long it takes me to finish this game, really. Also, there may come a point where I get completely burnt out on it and I stop streaming it for a while. But that hasn't happened yet. It's that kind of game that I can just sit down and tinker in, and it just always tickles my brain. The only time I ever put down a game like this is if I get decision paralysis about something and I just cannot decide how to deal with a certain challenge. And I just kind of go, you know what, I'll come back to this later, and then later might be 6 months later. But I think I've broken that habit now with Satisfactory, because I've hit that wall a couple of times in this specific save file. And I've just gone, you know what, this is a problem for later me. I'm going to go do something else for a bit. And that's helped quite a bit. Yeah, it happens in a lot of this type of game, like buildy crafty games, for me anyway. Okay, There we go. These. We'll go. Do we go these? We'll go these, because this is special. Did that for 300 battery a minute factory. Holy crap. The furthest I got before 1.0 was aluminium. I had aluminium unlocked. I can't remember what that is. I think that's partway through phase 5, I think? I don't remember. But that's as far as I got. And aluminium, just, I didn't know where to build it. It just was very confusing to me. I just kind of went, you know what, I'll come back to this later. And then a year later, 1.0 came out. I'm like, okay, well, now is later. And I started this game. You can see what I want to do with this. And so I came back to it and started this stream series. Streaming it's been really good too, because it's kept me going. You're 4 times your world power. Could you explain that statement to me? I'm sorry if it's me. I'm not getting what you mean by that. Going from you're going from 37,000 megawatts to 162,000. Holy crap! Well done. I think this TurboFuel I'm producing will be producing from this factory. I think this will be all the TurboFuel I'm going to use, because I think from here I'll be able to make everything I need to make to get through the next few phases and get to nuclear, which I've never touched. We'll see though, we'll see. There's room for all of this to be scaled up and improved if I need to. 6 reactors to 65. Oh, is that nuclear reactors? Oh yeah, I haven't touched them. Haven't touched them yet. Stop it, game. You know what I wanted to do. Oh. Okay, there, and there. Alright. Didn't bother with nuclear? Seemed way too complicated. Nuclear power is painful. That's what I hear. That it's really complicated to set up. And not just complex, but complicated. Where am I going to build the power plant for these things? I could go up here onto the plateau with the pink trees and just clear cut an area of pink trees, but I really don't want to do that. I could make the power plant out at sea. Or, sea, off the coast. I could do that. There's some good space down in the Green Plains where I could build it. Also, actually, there's a good spot down here that's basically just desert and rocks. I could put it down here. Something to consider. Something to consider. My favorite rock? How far are we stretching the definition of a rock? Ooh, is that a... There's a Mercersphere there. They're minerals, Marie. Ice doesn't count. Okay. I wasn't going to pick ice, just for the record, but that did cross my mind. But I wasn't going to pick ice. Oh yeah, those things are there. They're kind of in the way of putting stations underneath. Oh, grand. Oh yeah, I was going to build an enclosure around these. It's cool. We work with that. It's fine. We use this as a challenge. We work around that. Station here. It's a very aggressive splash. And station on this side. We have them set up to be balanced. And then it's going to be a mess. This is going to be great. I hate that you can't build anything when you're in water. Oh, you can stand on these. Holy crap. Okay, cool. Great. Wonderful. So. I'm trying to think about beautifying it already. Crimless? Yes. Alright, alright, hang on. Okay. Garden, I've got two. I've got two for you. Agate and bismuth. I know they're both minerals, but they're also both rocks. That was why I was asking how far we could stretch the definition of a rock. Are we gonna have room to get the train through here? I'll figure that out later. Okay, there's that. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I've already got one, so 9. That gives me 10. Gives me 5 sections. Yep, good. Can I say a tungsten cube is my favorite rock then? Wait, oh, I don't. Tungsten's a metal though. I don't think tungsten's a rock. Actually, let's look it up. Is bismuth a rock? Is bismuth a rock? Question mark. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Bismuth is a metal. Right, of course it is. Okay. It's an element, and it's basically a metal. Of course it's a metal. You said bismuth, so yeah, I'm retracting that. Not bismuth. Bismuth is one of my favorite elements. But not rock. So I'll go with agate then. Or even amethyst. Is amethyst a rock? I mean, it's a gem, so yes, it's a mineral, so it's a rock. What kind of agate? I can't think of the specific one, but it's the one with like the red striations through it. What?
Minerals, Marie. Jesus.
Yep. They're minerals, Marie. Amethyst are rocks. Yes, then amethyst are diamonds rocks? Yes, they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All gemstones are rocks. All gemstones are rocks, but not all rocks are gemstones. Ooh, I don't know those names, Garden. I'm going to quickly look those up. Whoa, carnelian's so pretty. And crazy lace. Crazy lace. Ooh. They're all pretty. Oh. Okay. I think crazy lace. Yeah. I think by this definition I would say all variations of corundum. Corundum. I've heard that word before. Corundum. Oh, it's Skyrim. Crystalline mineral made of aluminium oxide. So it's both a mineral. I mean, it's a metal. It's not a rock. Definitions of things are fun. Sapphires and rubies are corundum. Sure about that? I would say because carbon isn't a metal. Carbon is not a metal, correct? Yeah. Lagunas are also reddish, but they are more pink in my opinion. Well, the crazy lace looks really, really pretty. I think I'd go with that one. So, this will be train station number uno. Is that the right spot? That's the right spot. Right there, thank you. This is going to be for the liquid. So, fluid platform. 1, 2. Actually, how many of these do we need? How many of these do I even need? Can we get away with 2? How much of the 37.5? 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17? 17. 17 times 37.5. Ah, okay. Each road needs... Ah. Really? Really? Hang on. It should be 1200 exactly. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16! Okay, I was miscounting. Okay. So, yeah, 600 exactly. So we'll do 1 pipe for each. Maybe 2. Aluminium oxide isn't an element, though. It's a compound, so it counts. Ooh, we're getting to the technicalities here. I like that. Could have both outputs from this going to one side and both outputs from that one going to the other side. That could work. Always got to get into the technicalities? Yes. What's really interesting, though, especially with taxonomy, especially with like food taxonomy, actually animals as well, the more into the technicalities you get, the deeper and deeper into the technicalities you get, eventually you reach a point of diminishing returns and things start to make less sense and there's less point in the divided taxonomies for things. It's very interesting. You ain't seen plant taxonomy. Oh, I have. Actually, never mind. Any corundum that isn't a ruby is considered a sapphire, apparently. Okay, cool. Well, sapphires are cool anyway. Sapphires are cool rocks. So we're going to bring that in here. Where are we in relation to the place? It's there. So we need to bring it. It's okay, we're not piping it, we're training it. So we need to bring the train line up a significant height and bring it over there and bring it back down. I wonder if there's like a clear path through here so I could have the train line like winding through the mountains, because that'd be pretty cool. The easy thing to do is just build it up above everything and have it run in a straight line. But I think having it run through, that'd be pretty cool. B, are you still there? Are you still watching? Also, how's the YouTube? Still live. How about that? Love it. You are? Oh, good. Okay. Before I do any of this, B, because we're getting close to the end of stream, I'm going to quickly nip over to the compacted coal factory so I can show you what I've put together there. And I think the compacted coal line, the train station will be there, and the train line will run through there. We'll scout it as we go. We'll scout it as we go. So we'll have the train line come through here. Compacted coal, but a diamond. It's not that compacted. It's compacted enough to make it, you know, twice the coal per coal, so to speak. But it's not been compacted enough to make it diamond. So, oil. Again, not that compacted. Oh, shoot. Oh my god, ran out of fuel. Good job, mate. Good job, mate. Fuel. Thank you. Pew. Trying to do this in such a way that I don't blow up the trees next to them. That's not gonna... oh well. Needs must. Okay, so if I have the train line for the compacted coal run through here, where can it go? Like here? Are there any caves we can run through? No, so it would have to go... it could continue along here. Like through this way. And then... whoa, do we slip it through there? No, we go this way. Then there's this arch. Oh, it could go through here. It's going to need to be two train lines too, side by side. So this amount of space is good. Because efficiency is one thing, but making the trip pretty is just as, if not more, important. That would be cool. Running it through there? Yeah, I think it would be. I think it would be. And then yeah, it's a clear shot. We just go through the trees, around the trees, over the trees, whatever. It's just a clear shot south from here. Great. And yeah, we could actually run it underneath the canopy. But I think once we reach to this part, we'll have it go above the canopy. We'll have it, like, up here. Yeah. Could you not, giant spider? Could you just not, thanks? Good. Attack those things instead of me. Thank you. There it is. There it is, B. There it is. Circle of life. The spider attacks the hog. The hog chases me. I run from both. So we're getting our sulfur from up there and just over the ridge. That's all the sulfur going over there. We're getting coal from 4 coal mines over there. That's all going in. Haven't quite unified the decorations on the place yet. I'm kind of like figuring them out as I go. But for the most part, that's what the place looks like. We've got a geothermal power plant in the center, you know, for looks. Megastructure, very cool. Yes, I'm pleased with this one. And then all of our product gets loaded onto this station. It's very good. It's very good. Gets sent out. Got lots of stairs everywhere. We've got an elevator. This is where the goods all come in. I haven't gotten rid of the concrete out here yet, but I'm going to. All that concrete was just to line things up. Once I'm positive I have everything where I want it to be, I'm going to remove all that concrete. Love all the glass too. Yes! I wanted it to be transparent, but not too transparent. So, you know, we've still got walls in places, giving nice frames, you know? And then, yeah, 4 lines of machines taking coal and sulfur and squishing them together to make compacted coal, or whatever you get in reality if you mix sulfur and coal. That'd be like potash or something? So sleek, thank you. You get stinky coal, I guess. And then there's the viewing deck. The top floor is the viewing deck. Because I just thought it'd be so nice to have all that visible still and accessible. So that's now part of the build. And up here we've got a radar tower and a power tower. Power tower. Yes. But yeah, I think that's going to be a good place to lay the train line. The double train line. Be up through there, through the forest, through those ridges and through the valleys and places and things. I can see it would be good. What next? What do I do next in preparation for this? Because the coal's done. We've got that ready to go. It just needs the train line. But the product itself is ready to go. Garden, did you just come up with all that right now? Bleminic. I used to be able to do a good David Attenborough voice. I can't anymore because it's been too long since I've even tried. But the wild hogosaur is hungry. They spend a majority of their day searching for food, preferring to root amongst the foliage for tubers and small insects. But when the opportunity emerges, they will go on the hunt. The hogosaur lets out a reverberation from its cephalofoils and launches into an attack. Where am I going? I should probably pay attention to where I'm going. Oh, hi guys. Oh, this tunnel. I don't want to go in there. Ow. Launches an attack, vaulting with agility towards its prey. Unfortunately for our would-be hunter, an assassin was lying in wait. A male super spider leaps from the underbrush, ensnaring the hogosaur and securing the kill. Very good. Very dramatic. What's through here? Ooh. Another way through. Oh! Neat. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'll lay out the train lines off stream. Right now I'm going to go back to the... I've kind of reached the point now with it where I need each thing done before I do one of the other things, because they each rely on each other being done for it to function. So I guess station and this train line are first then? And figuring out how to distribute the oil. Because we still need to make space for those, which are going to come from there. Okay, I think I've got it. Let's bring you down. Yeah, we'll bring... Hang on. How far do those plants go? Quite a long way, alright. Because I have an idea and I want to kind of try out the proof of concept. So, there. Oh, for... Deleted the one I wanted to keep. Yeah. Sometimes. Oh, excuse me. So, if we bring... No, not you. You. I'm gonna have to cheat it a bit. So, floor line. Yeah, there. Yep, there. Let's go proof of concept. So, pipe from there to there. Pipe there to there. Then, annoyingly you can't snap these, and it's so dumb, but anyway, it is what it is. So put that just there. Just there. Then we get rid of the base piece. We get rid of the pipe. We get rid of that connector. We get rid of that pipe. Then we connect this to this. This to this. Those to one another. We do that the whole way down. We do that on both sides. How do I get this from there to there? I don't know. I need one of these junctions that's 6-way, not just 4-way. That'd be perfect. It's exactly what I need. But how far up is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 4 is 20. It's 20 meters plus the little bit above, plus a little bit below, plus that. I'm going to say that's 30 meters from there to there. Just, ooh, do these offer head lift? Do they give any head lift? They give none? Interesting. No head lift. What do these give? These give 50. Easy. We are going to need an intermediate tank as well. It's one big blue pistachio. Oh, the thing I'm holding. Yeah, they do look like pistachios, don't they? Oh, I love pistachios. Oh, have I almost lined that up perfectly? I have. Well, look at that. Anyway, I need to have a buffer tank for this. Organization. Industrial fluid buffer. Just to take care of the downtime when the train is in the station. Question is, where do we put it? What if, right? What if? Put that there. And that there. And then we get the fluid buffer. Let me put the fluid buffer like there. That actually fits. So I can go there. Oh, the output for that's right there. That's annoying. It's such a close fit. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So what if I were to have that there? Yeah, it's on its own little... We have it there. On its own little thing. Like that. Now, will the game be kind to me with the pipe? What if I do... No. Ooh! I mean, that technically connects, but no, that's not going to do, because then I can't attach a pump to it. Although, do I need a pump attached to it? Because the pump could go down on this bit. Make it a straight pipe. And we put the Mark II inline pump right here. Boom. That gives us 50 meters of head lift, which I think goes beyond the... Let's find out. Satisfactory. Does head lift transfer beyond storage tanks? Yes, head lift is shared through all connected fluid pipe segments and fluid buffers. Excellent. That's good news. Because I could do that. And it would technically work. But is that too silly? No, better idea, better idea, better idea, better idea. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that crap. It's in my way. I'll fix it later. It's fine. We'll do it in post. So we'll get the fluid buffer. The industrial fluid buffer. We get there. Oh no, but then that's going to be the other station's going to be in the way. The other output thing. Fuck. I shall hydrate. Garden. Thank you. Garden, do you ever sleep? Like, don't get me wrong at all. I love having you in my streams. Your company is very nice. I just worry about you. Because I think it's quite late where you are. Okay. Alright. In a little you will. Good. Oh, don't you lot start. I've painted myself into a corner by choosing to have the station there. What if I have the... No. What if... No. It's only 12:09. Whereabouts in the world are you, Axolotl? Out of curiosity. Because it's 10:09 PM Sunday where I am. Sleepers for the weak who fear productivity and stuff like taxes and stuff. I don't fear taxes. I acknowledge their necessity and lament that I must pay them. New Zealand. Oh, you're in New Zealand, Axolotl. Oh, cool. Quinesta is in New Zealand as well. Why is that? Why are you angled? Why? What? This game does some weird stuff sometimes. Why are those angled? Why are they not aligned? 11 AM in the UK. Oh, that's right, B. You're in the UK. It's amazing how far and wide streaming takes us. I'm gonna need to mull over this problem. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Panda. Hello. How you doing? Welcome in. Gonna need to mull over this problem, seriously. I've painted myself into a corner with the decisions that I've made. What if? I suppose it doesn't actually need to be the biggest fluid buffer. I could actually use the small ones. That's terribly small though. Hate my brain sometimes. You said, what if my brain auto-filled it with the steamed hams? Good, got a sleepy cat in my lap, so I'm on mobile. Oh, nice. Our cat is currently a loaf. A legless loaf on the couch. No, I have to use the large fluid buff. fluid buffer. Okay, alright, alright. What about this? What about this? What about this? What if, right? That, there, that, there, that, there. What if I then put two fluid buffers? One here. This is silly. This is silly. Toast. Mary says hi to your cat. I don't know how Luna would react to another cat. She grew up with another cat, but he's long since gone. I don't know how she'd deal with another cat now. I've got it. 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 It was staring me in the face the entire bloody time. Where's the center? There's the center. So we're going to put this here. We're going to center it because neat. That goes there. I've bloody got it. I've bloody got it. That's going to go there. No, no it's not. It's going to go there. Okay, that's going to go there. This one will go to that. This one goes to that. And then... Why did I delete the concrete? That was daft of me. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Shoop. And we grab you. Put one of these here. And we grab you. And we put you there. Ah, too close. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Work in progress. Work in progress. That is going to be there. Yoink. Okay, so that one's no good. We're going to move it along. Move it along. Alright. Yeah. Alright, super late here. We'll catch you later, Gum. Thanks for sticking around, Iridium. I appreciate it. Nice seeing you. I'm going to be ending stream soon anyways. You have a good one, man. Catch you next time. My indoor kitties are interested in the neighbours' cats who get in our garden, but I've never hear hissing or growling from them, so I think they just want to play. So there was a cat who lived here. He was like the neighbourhood cat because his original owners had lived here, but they moved and abandoned him. So he became like the communal cat. And he just wanted to be friends. He just was very friendly, very inquisitive. And... was that? Oh, no, that's still going to be the wrong place. Oh, my brilliant idea is turning out to be not so brilliant. Hang on. I need it to be in between these two. Yes? Yes. Yes. Okay. Why would they abandon a cat? I don't know. I don't know. But he became the communal cat. Everybody knew him. Everybody loved him. And he just wanted to be friends. Oh, my idea is not going to work. Because that's in the way there. And that's in the way... Does it fit in between two? Does it fit in between two at all? There. There. It does actually fit. Okay, cool. Going with my idea. There. There. Yeah, he was lovely. He was lovely. And one day, my smaller cat, Luna, the spicy one, she was outside in the garden, frolic in the garden, because we used to live on the bottom floor, and so she could get off the balcony and frolic about in the garden. And she was in the bushes, and I could see the neighborhood cat. He was just wandering down, just calmly, because he wanted to come say hi. He was very friendly. He wanted to come say hi to my cat, and she had her back to him, and she was in the bushes. She was scavenging through the bushes, and he found his way through them. She turned around and was face to face with him. She puffed more than I've ever seen a cat puff, and she started screeching like a banshee, louder than I've ever heard a cat screech, and she was on her back, flailing like a cockroach with knives attached to its feet. And so I distracted the neighborhood cat, just called out to him so that he'd look away from her, and she jumped up and hissed so loudly, he freaked out, and he bolted out of the bushes, and she bolted after him, her tail like a squirrel tail puffed up, and it was just like, as she ran, it was just one long hiss as she ran. It was hilarious. I felt bad for her that she was so scared, but it was hilarious. And yeah, I don't know how she'd cope with meeting another cat again. Spicy Luna. Yeah, she is. She is spicy. That is like one of the words that best encapsulates her personality. She is spicy kitty. She's also really good at catching bugs. She loves catching bugs. We had a similar friendly boy cat, and our girl cat could only just tolerate him. Aww. So we got Luna when we already had Jack, and Jack was an old boy by this point. And Jack was a very lovely boy, and he was very patient with her. She loved playing with him. She would run past him and sort of like bat his face as she ran past, and she would tackle him, and she would wrestle him, and for the most part he put up with it. He was easily twice her size, so when he'd had enough of play, he would just be like thump and flatten her to the floor and hold her down. And you could see on her face, she knew like either she'd gone too far or playtime was over. And she'd just stop. She'd just like... He was very gentle with her until he needed to be rough with her. One day, he had absolutely had enough of her shit, and he flattened her to the floor and pushed her across the floor on her back. I think she really got the message that day that she had pushed it too far. Got to hear cat stories and I love her already. Hello, Blake. How you doing? Yeah, she's a gorgeous little thing. She is very spicy. Very, very spicy. She was a street rescue kitten. We got her when she was 12 weeks old. And we picked her specifically because out of all the other cats that the cat rescuer was adopting out, she was the spiciest. They're like, we'll have that one. She's got character. She's got spice. Alright, so my idea, finally, this to that. Done. And get rid of all the ugly concrete. Just gonna have to deal with wobbly pipes, I think. Also, this needs to be a straight pipe, so that I can put the pipeline pump on it. Let's put it here. Let's put it right there. cool. I think... Need 1300 uranium a minute. Oof. I think it's like the single most rare item on the map, isn't it? Sulfur's like the third rarest or something? So, Satisfactory. Does head lift apply or divide across multiple things? Pretty sure this one pump will work for all of these pipes going up. Yeah, the output head lift of each pipe is the same as the input head lift. The flow rate is what splits. Yes. That's what I thought. Be squeezing it out. Yeah, good. You'll get there. So I can get rid of those. Okay. I think it's time to get ready to end stream now. We'll find somebody to raid. I needed to figure this out before I ended stream. But that's good. That gives a central point for the fluid to spread out to go up. We'll do this one is just going to plug in there, we'll go across, but I'm going to do the same setup and then we'll figure out the compacted coal. Woo! If the wobbly pipe bothers you, put the horizontal pipe down first. That no, the problem then is, Panda, you can twist those? Okay, well yeah, yep. Alright. I did the vertical first so that I could get the position for the junctions for all of those. But yeah, I hate the wobbly pipes. I was just tolerating it. Okay. Thank you very much. I'll fix that off stream. Might have to unlock Mark III miners. I'm looking forward to such an increase in productivity once I do that. But for now, everybody, let's go find somebody to raid. Enjoyed the stream while chilling out? I'm glad. Thank you, B. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Don't know why the stream to YouTube crashed again. It's utterly absurd. Okay, so... let's go raid heal. Let's go raid the buddy heal. There we go. Heal's great. He's basically me, but in Victoria. I'm in New South Wales. We have all these really weird little niche memories from when we were growing up that we both share that no one else has any idea what we're talking about. But yeah. Raid heal. Okay. There we go. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.